All right, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Woo! We at it. We've been going since what, 4:36. So coming on 2.5 hours of travel this morning. Wendy, not sure why, but she took the first shift. So we've knocked out 135, 40 miles. Coffeed up and fueled up and getting her done. Good morning. Oh yeah, we're on it. We're on it. I was just filming a great sunset over that bridge that was a little cringy. It was straight up and then straight down. Don't look over the side. Yeah. Oh, I'm awake, baby. I'm awake. Jason Rector here coming in at a 9. Good to see you. We are somewhere between we're in Louisiana. Hammer down for Covington, heading towards Baton Rouge. So gonna be a long day, but we're ready. We're rested up. They can't beat Locke in here. Locke is going for the quick trigger of the year award. He's right on the. He's right there. He's got that refresh button down. So you got to get up a little earlier, brother. Good morning, Yin. Good to see you. Brad Birch is here. Good to see you guys. Yeah, Catherine Thomas. Good to see everybody. Pop in, talk about how you're doing in the chat, whether you're a 1 or a 10. So somewhere in between. So you're banned from saying Louisiana. Come on, man. We were making fun of Bubba last night. Wendy, we got how he does yeah at the end of can you say it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like he'll say, we needed to go pick that up, so we went and did it.
We went over there and did yeah. Well, we've been looking for yeah. So anyway, hey, people have been making fun of my accent all week. 243 what? 243 miles to Buc-ee's. We must have missed that on the way down. I don't know. But now we are Buc-ee's pros. Couple of tips for you if you're in a Buc-ee's. Keep moving. Keep moving, because if you stop moving, people going around you, running you over. I had one lady just turn and walk straight into me, but if it weren't for my cat-like quickness and reflexes, we would have had a head-on. Right, Buc-ee's. So, Sling Blade. Good morning, Peter. Good to see you. Good morning, Juan. All right. You lived in Baton Rouge, Rector, huh? Man, you're a man of mystery, international man of mystery. Nobody needs to make fun of Northerners. Their weather does that for us every winter. Yeah, we're heading back into it. So we got a note out to everybody. Geez, Wendy's got this thing right on. It's only going 68, but when you're not looking at the road, man, she leaned toward me into that last corner. He's gonna go on, guys. Oh, we're having fun. Check back with me in about 22 hours, maybe not so much, but anyway, we had a great time at the ground school event in Houston with all of our Rosenberg group clients and or en route clients. Rector, we missed you. Yin, Locke, all you guys, be good to have you. So put the next one on the schedule. I think it is in February. I don't know the date, mid-ish February. So look at that sunset. We got sun's coming up, guys. Oh, sunset. Yeah, sunrise. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having fun. And Wendy's talking to me now. So, you got to get through that first hour plus or so. She doesn't speak in the morning. So I started getting a little chatty, and then I shut that down after just getting no response. But, the important thing is to know your travel partner. All right. So anyway, we're having a good time. And just doing some miles here early. So, but yeah, we had a good time at the at ground school. It was really cool to see people have some step into some different leadership levels and realize some things. And sometimes you don't get that until somebody points it out and says it to you. And had a lot of great shares and a lot of people just come away with a new bag of tricks, and we encourage them to not try to do everything. When they get back, don't change the world. Don't try to boil the ocean, as I say. Just step into a couple of things that you think you can tune up right off quick, and then go from there. So anyway, hopefully this is working okay. I'm working from a hotspot, but I wanted to talk today, day number 7, for our 10 days of contractor leadership. Man, that's a nice sunrise, huh? 10 days of contractor leadership, particularly managing subs like a general contractor, and not just from the hip. Okay. So yeah, subs don't respect contractors who don't lead. I always tried to lead, didn't always hit the mark, but the important thing was that I was at least trying. Okay. Most contractors think their sub problems come from, just people being unreliable, or people being poor communicators, doing inconsistent work, scheduling delays, sloppy job sites, all that, cigarette butts, monster cans, you name it, hanging around. But the truth really is, they rise or fail based on the clarity and structure that we, the leadership, the GC, give them. Okay, whatever is provided for for parameters and boundaries and scope and all that. Good subs work better for great leaders. Average subs become great with great leadership. Great subs become average under weak leadership. Okay, so you really can affect how these guys do on your job if you pay attention to what you're providing them for information. Okay, it snowed in Maine last night again. Oh man, Peter says that. So yeah, wow. Are those beaver nugget crumbs on your shirt? Not yet. I haven't eaten anything. I had a coffee from a sketchy Exxon station. It wasn't too bad, but we try to avoid the ones without the bars on the windows. Those are good. Good morning, Dustin. Dave Brackett. Good to see you, man. Maybe we'll stop down there and see you guys before we head back up the coast. Probably not, though. Yeah. Oh, good to see everybody. What's that? Wendy, we ain't stopping nowhere. So, yeah, guys, when I was doing contracting for 20 years, I knew that if I hired good subs, everything would run smoothly, or at least I thought that, right? But I was wrong, because even the best subs need clear expectations, timelines, clear communication, clear scope, clear standards. They need to know the standard, and clear responsibilities. They don't need to know what's theirs and what's not. Okay. They're not mind readers. They're running multiple jobs. They're juggling multiple GCs, and they make decisions fast. And if you don't communicate clearly, they'll pivot. They'll fill in the gaps. That's where things can blow up, because, well, hey, I didn't get back to Jimmy on Thursday. He didn't hear from me. He's going somewhere else on Monday. And can you blame him? I don't. Yeah. So, once I started treating subs like a GC, instead of kind of treating them like independent contractors that should know better, had a better result. Things got cleaner and smoother. It wasn't always great, but you can't build a great business without great subcontractor leadership. You got to have guys that can lead. Okay, and as I always say, watch what's on their dashboard when they come down the driveway. If they're in a box truck and the dashboard's just wallpapered with all kinds of job receipts and work orders, that's probably where your stuff's going to live. Okay. And the job starts before the job starts, so to speak. Okay. They need scope, drawings. If you have drawings, get them a set. Get them a set of drawings that you're working from, a timeline, a start date, an end date, what their job site expectations are. Hey, this is our cleanup standard. Here's our code of conduct. Communication protocol. Wendy's mad because there's people in the left lane. Like, wow, get out of my lane. How about client boundaries? This is how you interact or don't interact with the client, regardless of what the client does. Okay, and let them know what success looks like. If they guess at this stuff, guys, you lose. Okay, you lose, absolutely. She's a woman on a mission to get back to Maine, Bubba said.
Yep.
She is too. She's just very rigid right now. Just driving. I made one comment earlier. She didn't even acknowledge it. That's when I said, okay, I probably should just not talk. I'll just be over here. I'll just be over here, hanging out. So, how about that pre-job meeting with the subs? Anybody do that? This is where a lot of GCs, contractors, remodeling, renovation, they fall short. Okay, Jess said white knuckles. 10-2, kid.
I know, yeah.
10-2 around those big trucks. Say things like, here's the scope, here's the sequence, here's how I see things going, here's the schedule. This is what we're trying to do. It may move one way or another. Here's what the client cares about the most. Here's what not to do. Here's how we communicate. Here, if this happens, we're going to have a problem. Just let them know. Okay. That pre-job stuff is going to eliminate 80% of sub-related issues, guys. Just give them the tools they need. Locke says, wait, did you feed it breakfast this morning? Feed it breakfast. He's a gremlin. She's doing great. I give her a hard time. She's been totally fine. But one of the things too, guys, is, and this is a hard one, right? The subs need one point of contact. That's hard because the minute you step off that job site, who does the homeowner go to? Goes to the sub. And sometimes if the sub doesn't understand how we operate, the sub is asking the homeowner a question. And that's when things get sticky, okay? When your client talks directly to the subs, or maybe you're on site, your boots on the ground, employees are giving subs direction if they're not qualified to do so. And then a sub makes a decision without you involved. And then you're coming in and being the second to last or last person to know something. That's never a good feeling, okay? Subs should have one point of contact, you or your PM. It's okay to have a conversation, but somebody needs to reduce it to writing. Use your job chart software, whatever you've got for project management, construction management stuff. You can do daily logs there. Everybody knows what's going on, okay? They shouldn't have 5 sources of information happening, okay? Leadership needs a single voice, okay? And subs don't respect reactive, emotional contractors that are hollering and screaming all the time, all right? Bubba says that's why you need a morning huddle. That's right. We did a little presentation on that yesterday to wrap things up. Any of you guys do a morning huddle before you start? Yeah, check it out. Check it out in the chat. Leaders who blow up and yell and panic and gossip and blame and criticize and lose their cool, lose credibility immediately with everybody on site. Subcontractors are going to respect calm and respectful, direct, consistent, unemotional, predictable leaders, organized leaders. Okay, your tone sets the tone for the job. Okay, so push out the behavior you want to receive back. Okay. Locke says you are in danger. She's fine. She's fine. So, yeah, subs got to know what must happen, what must not happen, what details matter the most, what the client expects. They need to know this, what your standards are. Okay, these are the non-negotiables. Some examples: no smoking on site, music at a reasonable level, and not any kind of obscene music that's somebody's 9-year-old daughter walks in and you're playing something that's just inappropriate. How about floor and wall protection, cleaning up daily, little to no direct communication with the homeowner if you can establish that. Hey, no helping themselves to the fridge, right? Had a guy come in one time and just kind of fix his lunch up in the microwave. Homeowner and I were standing there just scratching my head. So I went out in the garage after that and told him he was all done, and he didn't understand why. And probably it was on me for not saying at the beginning of the job, we don't use the homeowner's microwave to heat up our lunch, okay? Bring one, put it in the trailer, or bring something you don't have to heat up, whatever. We're on a job site, okay? Keep them out of the kitchen. No doing extra work without written approval. If you do it without getting a signature, then I can't pay you, okay? Can't do it, okay? If you don't define your non-negotiables, you can't enforce them. Okay. So inspection's greater than assumption, guys. All right. Never assume the job is done right. You got to get there. You got to check it out. You got to hold people accountable. You got to check progress, details, cleanliness. I remember one of our jobs once. I showed up there. It was a complete mess. It was like a bomb went off, and nobody took the initiative to clean up. And I couldn't understand why somebody would leave it like that. It was left like that because I didn't tell anybody that our standard is to clean it up at the end of the day. Okay. You got to check for accuracy, sequencing, making sure things are happening in the right sequence, timelines, communication. Okay. Subs perform better when they know you're present and paying attention. Okay. Things don't get swept under the rug. Things don't get done half-assed. Okay. Inspecting builds that accountability. Okay. Guys, praise the good subs, replace the bad ones quickly. Good subs are going to care and communicate. They're going to show up. They're going to take pride in what they're doing. They're going to charge appropriately so you can make margin, and they're going to do great work. All right. These are gold. These kinds of subs are gold. Take care of those guys. The bad ones, the ones you want to change out, are the ones that are making excuses, creating a mess. They go into the witness protection program on a Thursday after they told you they're going to be there Monday. You can't find them. You can't tell your homeowner whether they're coming or not, and there's egg on your face. These are the guys that argue about standards. They're disrespectful with clients. They're showing something different to the homeowner than they're showing you for their personality and their the dynamic, right? And they blow up your schedule, right? You don't know if they're coming on Monday. So replace these guys quickly, not emotionally but decisively. It's like we can't run a business that way. We need a different level of a relationship. Okay. Brad says going into someone else's home without permission to make lunch is ridiculous. Yeah, I sent that guy right back to the office. I called my dad at the time because he was in the office. I said, write Mike a check. He'll be on. He actually was an employee that did that, not a sub. Best part was I was standing there right there. He went into the dishwasher and got himself a fork too. I said, no. The homeowner's like, oh, it's not. I go, hang on, I'll be right back. And literally immediately, do not go directly to jail. Do not collect 200, pass go, whatever. So, yeah. Baba says, Dan Bennett, I wouldn't put it past my guys or myself. We have access to ice cream, so that's understandable. If we have access. Yeah, for sure. You want to hide that ice cream. Put that in the contract to the homeowner. Yeah, guys, ask yourself a few questions on this stuff. The reflection time, right? Where am I unclear with my subs? How can I be better, right? Do I assume too much and communicate too little? Sometimes I did that. I assumed too many things. Like, geez, I mean, I would assume that they would know that they made a mess. They should clean it up. But sometimes it's just calling that out. Guys, hey, it was broom clean when you got here. It's got to be broom clean when you leave. You're the only sub in here today. Okay. Ask yourself, do I have a true pre-job process? Some of the best projects we had were ones where we kind of tailgated it at the beginning of the job with the homeowner, worked through the scope. I quoted the job. Everybody got their numbers to me. We got the job. And then we came back to it for kind of a kickoff. Okay. And that's when we worked out things between the plumber, the electrician, the HVAC guy, framer, those kinds of things. So those are some things that can help you have a smooth project. All right. Ask yourself this, which subs elevate my business and which ones hold it back? Sometimes you're tap dancing around some guy that you're building your business around, or it's holding you back. It's kind of kick the ball and drag that guy. Okay. Ben says, not on the jobs I've been on. If the homeowner isn't around, it's generally considered fair game by the people I've worked with. That's the ice cream. Yeah, for sure. Always eat the ice cream that's in the fridge or the freezer. Clean that right out. Get rid of the container after so they think maybe they ate it. This is going in a bad direction. So, guys, before your next one starts, it's always great to start a new job because it's kind of a clean slate, right? A fresh canvas, so to speak. You could put like a sub startup packet together, something that just tells them scope, timeline, job site rules. Slip that code of conduct in there. Read it with them, go over it. Talk to them about how we communicate, what the protocol is, what we give notes on the software, what we do, what are the non-negotiables, when they get paid, what the payment schedule is, and then stick to it. Okay. It's going to save you massive headaches over time. All right. Guys, subs don't need perfection. They just need some leadership. Okay. And I think that we can all, I know I could have been better at this. And I look back, I did okay, but definitely could have been better at times. Subs will respect you. Jobs will run smoother, more smoothly. Clients feel safer. They know somebody's in charge and they got a hold of things. Okay. And problems are going to disappear. Schedules are going to tighten. Standards rise. Your business is going to grow. Okay. So think about it. Like if a schedule tightens up and you can do one more project or two more projects a year because of how you run your jobs, that just goes to the bottom line, right? There you go. All right. So pop a fist pump in the chat if this landed on you in any way. Maybe you picked up a nugget or two. Tim Catroni is here. Good to see you, my friend. What's up, brother? Locke Johnson says, I'm noticing a strong ice cream motive in the Rosenberg group. I do support it. Yes, absolutely. Speaking of ice cream, I think Tim Catroni is partial to the ice cream as well. Yes, our people. For sure. Guys, it was fun today. Pop a fist bump in the chat if you can share this out for me. 6 or 7 or 8 shares yesterday. It was awesome. Appreciate you guys very much. So many comments. My coach Bob said this was okay. Yeah. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate you guys being on here. We only have 1,778 miles to go, which means tomorrow I'll be riding the same seat at the same time, but it'll be, we will be back in Eastern time by then, but it'll be 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central for you guys. You guys in Hawaii, I don't know, just get up early. Juan Carlos, thank you. Bubba, I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun this last couple of weeks. I was telling Wendy, I said, I think I've seen Bubba more than some of the people that are in Maine that I typically see fairly often. So Roy Dahl, good morning. Yeah. I got to mail Tim Catroni some ice cream. Yeah. Tim likes the ice cream. We did hit the Pizookie pretty hard last night at BJ's. You got to do it. You got to do it. As I always say, the brakes are gone. No sense steering. Let her rip. So good morning, Roy. Good morning, you guys that are here that I haven't called out or haven't seen or don't know that you're here. And if you're watching it on the rewind, as I always say, thank you very much. I appreciate you jumping in. All you guys on Instagram that didn't show up, well, hey, maybe next time. We're legendary on Instagram. Like nobody gets on. We stream to multiple platforms, 3 platforms, 2 of which engage. A little. Yeah. So anyway, good stuff, guys. We're I don't know, a couple hundred miles from a Buc-ee's, 180, something like that. If we hit it, if it's on our route, which I hope it is.
No, it's like 243.
243. Hop, skip, and a jump. Bubba said there was a waitress crying this morning, hoping we don't come back. Yeah, Bubba's always got to mess with the wait staff, you know. He said, I'd like to see a manager. For what? I don't know. I just like to see what. Yeah. Oops. I'll get on the Insta. Yeah. Get on Insta on your phone and then Facebook on your computer. We'll stack the deck. It's all good. We're not chasing followers or likes here. We're just pouring in. So it's been good. Good stuff. Don't forget, if you go on, I think I shared it yesterday on the Summit page. Steve is doing a webinar tonight on running a business using the principles of how an airline is run. Okay, so check that webinar out. That's tonight. Today's Wednesday. Yep. That'll be, I'll try to share the link for that. Wendy's shirking her link duties by driving today, but you guys will be okay. So anyway, don't forget to check out Tyler at Legacy Media, Bailey at 21 Digital, all my peeps that support me, and Love and Kindness Threads, which you should see the ticker tape going across the bottom of the screen. Dan said, did she leave her phone on the table? Uh-oh. Yeah, right. Wendy's slacking, Ben says. So, Ben, I'll give you a call here in a little bit. We'll do some business and get things figured out for you. And, yeah, guys, we're going to kick back and enjoy the ride. And I'll be taking a hitch here of the driving when she gets worn out. And we're going to try to put in a solid 12 to 14 today. And then the same thing tomorrow. And that should get us pretty damn close. So as long as we don't lose 6 to 8 hours on traffic, maybe we'll go around Connecticut. So, yeah, Bubba said, come on, Wendy, multitask. Right.
Well, I want to stay alive.
She's 10-2 right now. So, No, it's not like that.
Rock.
Rummerot. Say goodbye, Wendy. Say goodnight, Gracie. All right, guys, we're gonna enjoy the sunrise. It's up in the air now, and we're just coming toward where are we going toward? Baton Rouge.
Yep.
Operator, won't you put me on through? Anyway, all right, guys, have a great day. Peace out. Let me know if I can help you in any way, and we'll talk to you real soon. See you tomorrow, same time, same station. Later. Thanks, Bill. We'll see you. Hey, good luck with your surgery. Later.